Legalization is a civil rights issue. Thousands of people are currently incarcerated for cannabis convictions, while others have flower delivered right to their front door.
In Los Angeles, the district attorney refuses to expunge or reclassify cannabis convictions.
In Pennsylvania, prior convictions prevent people from joining the medical cannabis workforce, and in Illinois, those same convictions have been preventing cannabis patients from being able to access medicine.
Meanwhile, states like Colorado and Washington exclude people with cannabis felonies from starting businesses at all.
This is why we need social equity.
So how did we get here? Let's start with the war on drugs. In 1971, President Nixon declared that drug abuse was public enemy number one. But what's not often talked about is how war on drugs was created to target people of color.
We knew we couldn't make it illegal to either be against the war or black. But by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did.
That said, it's no surprise that people of color have been directly impacted by the war on drugs.
We've been deported, made homeless, lost financial aid, levied fines and fees, or had our children taken away from us for using cannabis just like everyone else.
And we aren't using cannabis more often than white people.
But we are arrested 4 times, and in some states, 8.5 times more often for doing the same thing.
People of color helped build this industry for decades leading up to legalization, but we are rarely rewarded with fair wages, worker protections, health care, a voice at work.
Or most of all, a share in profits and ownership for having that knowledge and professional expertise.
Estimates of business ownership for people of color in the cannabis industry is outrageously low.
So what is social equity?
Social equity is when all people have the same status in certain respects, including civil rights, freedom of speech, property rights, and equal access to education and social services.
We demand social equity programs in all states to
Heal the harms of the war on drugs, to provide restorative justice for all people of color.
We have an opportunity in this industry to make things right.
and we need your help.